2.
Hello, welcome to our Liberty Gardens, where we talk about all things houseplants, outside plants, garden, roses, iris, and DIY and working on a 120-year-old house. Today we're going to replant this Chinese money plant. We also have, we got 4 plants we rescued them, and we got them for $2 a piece. And I thought that was pretty smart. This palm, a Schiffelera that's and a Dracaena and the Chinese money plant. We're going to put this Chinese money plant in this great Chinese plot. So that's what we're going to do today. So one of the things that I like to do is do it over my blue, because it did exactly what I didn't want it to do, which was go all over the floor. That's okay, we'll clean it up. Let's just get rid of this big one. And as you can see, of course, what happens? I make a mess. Because I chose not to do this outside because it was so windy today. But that's okay. That's what a vacuum is for, right? And I'll get some of it up. But I'm going to have to do this a different way because I don't really want to grind it into the soil. So we're just going to start filling this up with a little bit of wet and a little bit of this dry soil. Our soil is a mixture of perlite, vermiculite, orchid bark, and some potting mix that was already in there. So just, keep that in mind. We're going to start this and start getting it where we can get it to stand up. Looking pretty good. And of course, I don't know if you're like me, but when you choose to do something, you think, I've got it all planned. It's all going to be great, right? What happens? Either you end up breaking off a major stem of the plant, you run out of potting soil, you have your hair in your eyes constantly, your animals get in the way and break something, which, that'll happen. You love them still, right? You decide to do something and you have the wrong soil or the wrong pot for what you need to do. That happens to me a lot. Or the one that happens the most often is I make a really big mess. And today was Carrie makes a really big mess. So that's okay. We'll be all right. There's a big rock right there. We're going to move that to there. So far, this is going pretty well, even with all of our dirt on the ground, which I can use this and get a great deal of it up. And I just thought this Chinese money plant would work really nicely in this Chinese pot that I got at an estate sale. Actually, I think I got this at a garage sale, not an estate sale, so I stand corrected. Make sure you push it in, make sure it is standing up straight. This will grow in this pot for a good many years. And when things like this happen, when you have little accidents or you break off a limb or sometimes you just kill a plant, try not to get upset. It happens, I know it's harder not to get upset when, you just spent, a chunk of change on a plant. But remember, even plants die. And so we're almost done here. This is just almost planted. And this this pot has a hole in the bottom, so it's going to need to be put, have something put underneath it if I'm going to put it on a piece of furniture. But I think that is looking really good, and I think it looks really nice in that pot. Now, as you can see, there's some more over here that I have to clean up, and I'll get that cleaned up right now, so I have it for another thing. But as you can see, I paid $2 for this, and this was from Lowe's, and it's, you know, it's the money tree, and it was $24.98, but it was dying. And it wasn't really dying, it's just it got really blistered. But as you can see in here, there's new growth coming out, and I'm going to clean these leaves, and this will be really pretty in here for probably a good 3 or 4 years. Other than that, we're going to repot some other stuff, so look for some other videos. We've got some videos that are downloading and waiting. But once again, we are our Liberty Gardens. Looks like that one I probably should have cut out. That one is no good. So we found something out after the fact, and I need to get it out of there because that is just rotted. That right there is just rotted. Now, the only issue that makes is Chinese money plants are supposed to be an odd number. This now has an even number. So at some point, I'm going to want to take one of these out from being trained and make this 3 and have one in a different that I can probably give to a friend or something. But that was rotted at the store. But you know, for $2, if I save this, that's a huge plant for $2. You know? And had it died, I probably had in this pot to use for something else, and the dirt, the soil that was in it, I probably had $2 worth of that easily. So that's it for today on the Chinese money plant. I'm going to turn it so that y'all can look at it and see how pretty it is. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. This is our Liberty Gardens, and we thank you. And at some point, I'm going to get my hair cut, so you may see it buzzed off. Once again, our Liberty Gardens, like and subscribe. We just transplanted a Chinese money plant. Have a great day.